Hey y'all, get ready for Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Sit back, relax, grab you something to drink because we're getting ready to dive right in with conversations for the grown and sexy.
Well, hey, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all, tonight is our last show for the year. What a year this has been. When I tell you, starting out 2020, I did not think we were going to be doing all this because most of y'all know my birthday's in January. I turned 50 this year. I just knew I was going to have a bang. But baby, I didn't know 50 was going to look like this. Y'all, this has been crazy, such a crazy year, but it is phenomenal and I feel good. And most of all, I'm looking good, feeling good. Yeah, I said it and I said it and I said it and I said it. I look good, baby. Because you know, a lot of people can't say that because the biggest thing is that I don't look like what I've been through. And that is the key. And that's what most of you need to be able to operate in and know beyond the shadow of a doubt, because the key is not that you got all the makeup, you got it all right. The key is knowing in your nona. Knowing in your nona that you got it all together. And you know what? And we gonna end the year just like we began the year. We gonna end it on fire. We gonna end it with energy. We gonna end it like never before because we are in it to win it. And we have nothing holding us back. Nothing. Let me tell y'all something. You still got what, 2 weeks? Y'all know the calendar is always on the wall. Y'all got 2 weeks to still reach your goals. You got 2 weeks to still make a pivot in what you are doing. You still got 2 weeks because the year ain't over. And if you don't make it, guess what? We got 2021 because, baby, we going in here with a plan. We going in here on purpose, and we are going after our destiny in full force. We are going after everything. Look, everything that the Lord promised me, I'm going after hard and heavy in 2021 because I was told the next year is the year of telling your story. Yeah. And you know what? Tonight we are talking about what I want to really come on and share with y'all tonight is that you got to learn to tell your story no matter what. And this time I need you to tell the truth. And I'm talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between. You have got to learn to tell your story. And I did a workshop this week and I used the analogy of the woman at the well. And as Jesus is walking through this crowd, a woman touches the hem of his garment and he immediately stops and he says, "Who touched me?" And now the disciples are all around him. Think about this. Your homeboys, your homegirls are all around you, but you stop and you say, "Who touched me?" Because you feel the virtue has ran out of you. Now, in this instance, I want you to think about, who are you in this scripture? Are you the one that people are pulling on to get their energy, or are you the woman woman with the issue of blood that's touching the hem to be healed? Baby, right now I feel like I'm the woman at the well that's ready to get healed because I need just a little bit more power, just a little bit more strength to make me go to where I need to be. Now, the other reason why I shared this is because he said, "Who touched me?" What if she wouldn't tell? What if she didn't know she had been healed immediately? But she knows, and what if she had went back into hiding? Because think about, before now, she was always kept in hiding. She was always kept because she was considered dirty, unclean. They never wanted to hang around her. They never wanted to do anything with her. All she did was be in hiding because that is what you did when you could not stop bleeding. As a woman during that time of the month, you went in hiding. So think about 12 years. Baby, 12 years of being in a pandemic. 12 years of being in seclusion, and some of y'all ain't been able to handle the 7 months. I'm just saying. 12 years. She went for broke. She went against the odds. She went against everything to show that God, that she was being delivered. Now let's think about this. What if she never said it was me? What if she never told her story? We would be operating right now, not knowing that we can be healed immediately. not knowing that we could be set free immediately, not knowing that God can do it when? Immediately. Whatever you are going through, whatever you are experiencing, you ain't got to wait. You ain't got to wait. When you put it before God, God can show up just when you least expect it and move in that situation like you never thought he would. And then you will be set free because let me tell y'all something. I don't know what to tell you, because when God shows up for me, he does it in a way that I know is him. But some of y'all God is showing up for, and you don't realize that it's him because it don't look like what you expected. You didn't, the voice that it came from wasn't what you expected. You thought it was going to be some Charleston Heston voice. Now you can move. You thought you were going to be talking about part the Red Sea. No, baby. God been speaking to you through this whole time that you have been quarantined. Through this whole time, you've been watching these different shows. Through this whole time, you've been church surfing. Yeah, I said it, church surfing. You got to get ready because God has been speaking to you. Now it's up to you to listen and answer. And now it's the ultimate time for you to tell your story, how you have survived, how you have been delivered, how you have stretched forth your hands and things have happened, how you made it through this. And when it looked like nothing was going to turn for you, when it looked like you were operating in despair, when you looked like things were getting ready to get shut off, and your lights are still on. You still got gas in your car. You still got, look, money on your bus pass. You still got not one mask, but multiple masks. You got everything more than you ever thought that you would, because your things have changed, but it's all good because it changed for the better. It changed for the good. It changed because God was setting you up to be what? Healed. And now it's time for you to tell your story. You are destined and great. You have to jump up, stand up, and give God all the glory because he has brought you to such a time as this. You are it. Y'all, I don't know what to tell you because I just feel it all down in my soul that God is getting ready to move like never before. He did not bring us this far not to move us further than where we are. He did not bring us this far not to show up and show out on our behalf. I'm so tired of people. Just because you say you saved don't mean you can't tell everybody what you've been delivered from. And guess what? God is getting ready to turn the light on his true believers. He's getting ready to turn the light on the ones that have been serving him without all the pomp and circumstance, without all the large followings, without all the big, huge platforms. He's getting ready to turn the light on. What happens when he turns the light on? What are people going to see? Are you going to be ready? Are you still going to be hiding and living in shame? Are you going to be hiding, still talking about, oh, it's not for me. It ain't all about that. Yeah, baby, it's all that. And some of y'all have been given excuses after excuse. And y'all already know what I'm getting ready to say. Excuses feed procrastination, and procrastination is the killer of your success. You cannot go into 2021 not ready. You can't go in there procrastinating. You can't go in there and giving excuses, because this time you got to win, and you will win, because you're going to get up. And my mama would say, get up off your duffy and start moving, honey. You getting ready to do the doggone thing like never before. And like anybody else, I am expecting the great from you. And if I can't motivate you with nothing else during this motivational moment, is be happy with you and believe in yourself. That part. Believe in yourself, because you have got to know that you can do it. And if you got to go stand in the mirror every day and say, girl, you got it. Man, you got it. Girl, you got it. Man, you got it. You good. And you gonna knock it out the park. I'm trying to tell you simple stuff like that. Because I told y'all, and I tell y'all all the time, the only time that I have cussed in public in front of my mama is when I tell the story of when I walked by the mirror and I said, damn, you look good. All 365 pounds of me on a 5'4" frame. I walked by that mirror, baby, and I said, damn, you look good. And the minute I started to believe that I looked good in the skin I was in, I was able to move forward. I was able to start accepting myself for who I was. I was able to start to see myself as others saw me. I began to see the greatness that was in me. I began to produce the things that I needed to produce. And you know what? When your mindset changes and your mindset shifts, the people around you start to shift as well. They're not going to take you for granted because you don't take you for granted anymore. So if you got to get up every morning and look at that mirror and say, damn, you look good. Damn, you great. Damn, you got all that in a bag of chips. Get up and do it because you are destined for greatness. Well, all right, guys. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Our guest is in the house. Oh my gosh, we got comments. Let me get on over here. Yes, 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 yes. Madonna said facts. Yes, right. Candy said hello. I sent the link to you. You got this. Most definitely, you got this. What's up, Night? You doing it? Yes, yes, yes. Shalonda Taylor Small said, yes, that's right, honey. Thank you for joining. Y'all, you got this. You are in it to win it. And Madonna said, I'm moving. I know that's right. Lisa Marie, hey, how are you? How are you? Y'all, our awesome guest is in the building. She's in the green room. I'm getting ready to bring her on because we getting ready to talk about, y'all, all things fashion, and we getting ready. Oh, y'all. This is going to be the show because you ain't ready for this show. This is all about holiday grown ass sexy girl talk. Y'all, we getting ready to have girl talk. Y'all ain't ready for this. And we getting ready to do the doggone thing. And Lindsay, I inbox you. You got to come on. We getting ready to have girl talk. And y'all, it's going to be fire. All right, guys, I'll be right back after these messages. Hey, Miss Tara.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Y'all, Tara is a beast. I looked at her pictures on Instagram. I was like, I wish I had a daughter. I want to be Twinkies. Y'all, they were so cute. I was like, look at her, just strutting. And then I said, you raising up a mini mogul, a mini diva, and I'm loving it. I mean, I love it when I see little girls looking like little girls. So for the people that don't know who you are, please share with them who you are.
Well, I'm Tara. On Instagram, I'm team_Tara. I am a fashionista, a mom, an entrepreneur. I'm a wife to my handsome husband. I have 3 kids. Believe it or not, I have an 18-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Yes, I graduated with my master's in business 4 years ago today, which makes a 4-year mark. I am over here breaking generational curses and shattering glass ceilings because I'm taking all of that God has for me.
I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. And you said something that's really, really clear at this time, because so many times we talk about generational curses, we talk about generational blessings. We really only want to talk about the generational blessings. What are some of, if you don't mind sharing, some of the generational curses that you are shattering for your family?
A big one for us is generational wealth. We never had somebody that we can lean on, talk about finances, let alone pass down any type of knowledge on finances, any type of, again, wealth, something that we can pass on to our kids or my grandfather and so on and so forth. We never had that. So I am starting that with my family. Like I'm the first in the family to be an entrepreneur. and I'm teaching my kids at a young age. I have them hands-on. So generational wealth is like something that I want to be able to carry on for my kids and their kids.
That's awesome, because you know what? I do believe that is something that I'm breaking from my family as well, because so many times we have lived in that land of paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
And the crazy part is it's okay because you're able to take care of all your stuff, but it's not okay because you should be leaving something for someone behind you, as well as being able to enjoy your life without hustling. Because that's really what it boils down to.
That's true. Not necessarily, you know, like even if you have a 9 to 5, because I don't, you know, everybody has to work or have to start somewhere. Even if you have a 9 to 5, are you putting, you know, like, do you have something that you could do on the side to make an income, you know, extra income? Because you could be gone tomorrow, which I was in a situation where they was like, you know, you got to go. You could, God forbid, pass away and they have your job available within a couple of hours because they have to fill that position. But you want to be able to leave something for your kids that they don't have to, you know, answer to the man, or, you know, just be living off paycheck to paycheck, which is, you know, some people's situations. But, you know, I'm just trying to break that for my kids.
Right. So tell us about this fashion line, honey.
Okay. So Whittle Toes is WIDDLETOES. Whittle Toes was a brand that we started. Well, I started when I was pregnant with my now 4-year-old. She's going on 5. I've always done the mommy and me thing with my oldest daughter, who's 18 years old. She grew out of that phase. And mind you, I was a young mama. So they was looking at me crazy back in the day when you're dressing like your kid. Like, what are you trying to do? So now that it came, I guess it revamped it, the mommy and me thing, I stepped into that whole realm, and we're doing everything mommy and me. We have the matching shirts. We have like matching jackets. Swimsuits are big during the spring and summertime. But we're leaving, again, the legacy to our kids. So they're looking at our footsteps and looking at how we grow and how we carry ourselves as women. So that's the way I choose to be an example through my Whittle Toes Mommy and Me fashion line. And here's one of my shirts, our sweaters.
That is amazing. That is so amazing. I am just like, I was just blown away when I saw it. I was like, I thought this was so cute. And so how does the oldest daughter feel about it?
So again, she's grown now, but she used to love how we used to, you know, do the home matching and mommy and me thing. She was really hands-on when I started the business. Like, she made up the name. She was sketching out the drawings because I wanted everything to be like original. And so she was really hands-on. But as she got a little bit older, she started to phase away. But I appreciate the time that she was there. And now that she's, you know, able to, well, she was helping, you know, be like one of my first interns, you know, helping me with packaging and how the business run. And, you know, she started her own little candy business at school when she was in high school. And she's about to be graduating soon. So hopefully she can just carry that on when she goes off to college.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, I'm hoping high school. Don't tell me she getting ready to graduate college. I was getting ready to cry. I'm like, really doing the doggone thing. Well, that's awesome. So it's so cool that you have included her in the business. You have set her up really to have a whole different eyesight of what is going on. So my question would be, does she want to go into the family business, or is she trying to branch out and do something else?
Yeah, but she started early on. Like, she was really helping me get off the ground. She didn't even know that she was doing that, but she was helping me with packaging and all of that. I was literally on YouTube and figuring things out. I had a lot of colleagues and friends who were entrepreneurs, so they was very hands-on. So once I got my the company off the ground, she was like, I want to start my own clothing business. And she was doing sketching, but she had to focus on school. So she tends to leave that aside, but I know she's going to get back to it because I can see it in her. She's like a little fashionista. She's definitely down the same path.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So because this is our last show for the holidays,
yeah,
my goal was, it's going to be girl talk. We're going to talk about things that are grown and sexy. So what is your favorite thing to do during the holidays?
Spend time with my husband. My husband and my family in general, but let alone my husband, because this is probably like the only time that we get a certain amount of days off, especially because around this time it's our wedding anniversary on New Year's Eve. So yeah, thank you. We'll be 6 years in 2 weeks. Yeah. 6 years married, Lord, yes. But I love spending time with my husband, my family in general, but definitely him because he's working and I'm home with the kids.
That's amazing, amazing. And when we think about the holidays, so I'm getting ready to take it on over. So what's your favorite drink for the holidays?
I personally don't drink. I don't drink. I haven't drunk in a long.
You don't drink no water, no juice, no orange juice, girl. You can do it. That right there counts.
I am a girl. I can make you some church punch.
Yeah, I'm not a big alcohol person either. So drink meaning anything. But I know y'all was tripping. Hey, Myra. So I know y'all was trying to figure out what they talking about. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We grown and sexy, holiday grown and sexy. So a lot of times when people talk about drinks in the holidays, y'all, when I talk about drinks, it could be anything. It could be Kool-Aid. Yeah. Your favorite drink might be Kool-Aid during the holidays. What's your favorite color?
Well, I love me a good juice, and I can make something out of nothing. So give me some Sprite, some cranberry, some pineapple, and I'll call it some jingle something. But I'm really festive like that. So I'll make a good church drink, or that's what I call it. Because it'd be a whole bunch of juice.
We got a lot of sugar in it. Because you're already like, woohoo! After
you talking about getting live? That's
right. How you doing? Is joining in. Hey, Dodie. Y'all, that is so cool because I'm glad my cousin's on because we have a huge family. So this year is going to be really interesting on how we even handle this during the pandemic. Because y'all, my mama is like in her 70s, and she's like, "Well, we can still go." No, we can't, girl. I'm flying home. We can't be doing all of this. So you getting ready to learn how to Zoom. When I get to that, you learn how to Zoom.
Try to be safe as much as possible, but I still want to be around my family around this time. Honestly,
I'm trying to figure out which mask. I already know. Look, okay, so my plug. I already know my church girl CEO mask will be home.
That's cute.
So it's really, really going to be interesting for the holidays and how we handle things. And so that's one of those things. So since we got the drink out the way, what's that? What's your favorite dessert for the holidays? And you better not say your husband. Come on.
Look, honestly, I'm not a big cooker, but no, I mean, I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm not a big baker. I cook almost every day. I'm not a big baker. But my father-in-law makes this bomb sweet potato pie, and I love. Let me. I eat pie to myself. A sweet potato pie. He makes it's divine. It's thin crust. It's not too sweet. It's like perfect. So he makes the best. Yeah.
Oh, my cousin said, me just mask up and socially distance. That's about it. That's about it. Cause I was like, we got a new baby at the house. My brother had a baby. So we got I think she's 6 months, 5 or 6 months. So you already know Auntie got to go spoil the baby. Her gifts are already at the house because Amazon done delivered.
Yeah.
So what is one big thing that y'all like to do during the holidays?
So we tend to get together almost every holiday. We have a big family. We love to celebrate, like just in general. But and when I say big, it's just my mom, because my mom had 6 kids. So that and our kids by itself just makes, that's not including cousins and our aunties and uncles and stuff like that. Just my sisters and our kids and our families makes a big family. So, but this year we're going to Colorado. We actually leave on Tuesday. Yeah, this is our first family trip, like outside of Houston. So we've been planning this for months. Even in the middle of the pandemic, we're just going to be social distancing still, wearing our masks around each other and everybody else, just making sure we're totally sanitizing and just being careful, because we also have little ones. We don't want to get sick. So we're going to be taking tests and making sure everybody is just COVID free.
That part. All right. So I was browsing.
Yeah.
The good Facebook, and I came across. Wait a minute! Somebody is invading my studio. I don't know what's going on. They are invading my studio. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not even sure how they got the link. Girl, what you doing up in my life? She can't hear. How you gonna just bomb my studio and don't know and can't hear? You can't hear? And no, she can't hear. She went black. Okay, so we're gonna bring her back up in a minute. We're gonna see what's going on. Wait a minute. You back. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had pulled me on. I was still supposed to be backstage. I was trying to set up, and you just decide you want to jump on and pull the sister up.
Yeah. Well, y'all, I don't know what y'all be doing. Y'all just be popping up on me. I was like, I ain't even know how y'all got y'all. So what you doing here, Miss Miss Candy?
I do that. I do that. Just take over folks' stuff. That's what I do. I don't even know how I get in this stuff sometimes. I just show up.
Well, for those of you that don't know, Candy is one of my partners for the KDCP network that will be launching in 2021. In case y'all didn't hear, did y'all know, have y'all heard that this right here is launching when? So the first show to launch on KDCP Network is going to be what? 4 Chicks with a Show. And this is 2 of the 4 chicks with our special guest tonight, Tara. And she didn't even know what she was getting sucked into.
I'm all in though. It sounds good. I'm ready for 2021.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm ready for 2021. That sounds interesting.
2021 going to be fire. So did you know about this? That KDCP is going to be on Apple, Roku, and Fire. What's that thing called? Fire what? Fire Stick? That part.
Setting it off.
In case y'all didn't know what was getting ready to pop off in 2021, now you know. Because y'all, we getting ready to do the doggone thing. We getting ready to crash that glass ceiling, because women are getting ready to take over. This is gonna be the year of the woman. We got a woman in the White House. Y'all get ready. We got a woman in the White House. We got women running the house. Come on. And it don't matter what their flavor, the women are taking over and getting ready to do the doggone thing. So we couldn't help but come on and talk about what? Holiday girl talk for the grown and sexy. Because that right there is grown and sexy. Because we ain't got no men, no men on our team. Now, we got some few that might help, but they ain't on the team. It's all women running the show and all different backgrounds. That part. So, Candy, I'm gonna throw it over to you. What you got? Okay, we can't hear you. You muted. Okay, she talking and we can't hear nothing.
I don't know why
you don't know why y'all can't hear me. No, you're not muted. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna take, if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Nope. Nope. Y'all, this is what happens when you do live TV.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just, for those that don't know, that when you do live broadcast, those are things that happen. It's called technical difficulties, and trust me, we can definitely come on and do those things. And like I've trained some of my people, that's why a lot of people pre-record their shows and they edit out those things. But I'm like this: we gonna go live because I like the interaction of the audience. I like people to be able to ask their questions, and we're able to jump right in because we have been doing that tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into part of the Grown and Sexy while we waiting on Miss Candy to come back. And we're gonna add this picture to the stream because I was perusing Facebook, and one of the church girl CEOs had posted this. So I want us to talk about this, but from probably whichever perspective that you can think. And this is the post she put up. Let me see why is this doing this? This wasn't doing this a few minutes ago. Hold on. That's what I get for being messy. Now my stuff acting crazy. Let me see what I done did. That's not it. So let's go back over here. All right, there we go. I think we fixed it. Yep. All right, you see, the devil ain't gonna play with me, honey. We don't play like that. All right, so this is what she posted. When you look at that, this just look like a picture says 1,000 words. When you first see this picture, what you think, Tara?
He's sexy. My husband's sexy.
You think I look like Candy back? You back? No. Okay. Well, if she started to say so, we'll talk. Okay, we lost her again. But anyway, so when you look at this, and this is why I tell everybody, a picture says 1,000 words. But when you read that caption, man, it look like they on a hot date. They getting ready to do the doggone thing. They look what? Grown and sexy. And the caption of it is what sets it off for me. And it says that, okay, let me make it a little tad bigger. Hey, we can hear you now. Can you hear us? Nope, she left us again. I don't know, y'all. Tonight is just being, you know what? This is just like, we can't have fun. They just done messed up all our little punchlines. It says, first look I give my husband when he's about to get the cooter cat. Now, some people will say that you shouldn't be posting stuff like that. You shouldn't be doing this. But my thing is, if you married, why not? What you think, Tara?
You grown. You can do whatever you want on your page. Just like if I'm at my house and you come over my house and you don't like it, you can leave.
That part. And you know, and a lot of times, you know, people will always say, well, you a church girl. You shouldn't be talking like that. I'm like, girl, bye. Stop playing. Y'all man ones popping it around. What you think about that, Tara?
You're human. At the end of the day, I mean, I know, like, at my church that I go to, they actually have a marriage couple, the marriage ministry, and they are a little bit, you know, older, and they talk about all of this, and they don't have no shame in their game. In which I'm like, I learned from them. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. Usually in the church house, they're so secretive. They don't talk about sex. They don't talk about foreplay, any of that. But you can, you know, come across some churches that allow it, you know, to be more friendly, because that's how you keep your husband, keep the spice going. That's basically what they teach us in our marriage ministry, how to, you know, keep the spice in the marriage, you know, especially if you're married.
That part. Yeah. Now, you know, I feel like, and I've heard some people our age, well, my age, I'm not sure, that have said that they wish they had talked about it more in church, so that way when they did go off to school, they wouldn't have been so buck wild. Do you think that the church has a place to start to talk about sex.
I honestly feel like at a certain age, like it should be, say for instance, our single ministry. I think our single ministry starts at the age of 18 or something like that.
Mhm.
They should start introducing the ways how you can keep a man once you're married, just preparing them so when they don't have to go out there and just start giving it away to anybody and then they end up, pregnant or, just doing something out there book wild because they didn't learn it. They're going to learn it somewhere. So why don't you teach it, at the church where they feel a little bit more comfortable? Because a lot of people go to church all the time. They grow up in the church. That's
right.
Just,
and I feel like that's a mark that we missed in church, because just like you started out, you said that we are always so secretive. We always keep everything in, and it go even like and then they talk about the woman at the well like she should have been shunned, but she's still so many women that are in the church. You got everybody else's husband and not with your own, but then we don't talk about the deliverance, because not technically, she was delivered because Jesus called her out. So why do we not teach that story from that perspective?
They're scared, and I understand they have every right to be, because they want to. To me, this is me just saying personally, because I've been to a few churches in my years, and everybody has their own way of teaching. I finally found a church home where I feel like they're a little bit more open and talk about all the topics that a lot of Christians are scared to talk about, because in a way they want to be perfect in God's eyes, but we know what you do when you leave from the church, or what you did last night, or whatever the situation may be. So I just feel that a lot, again, they're just scared to open up those doors because it's going to leave kind of like a mystery. Like if you open up that door, then it's room for the devil to intervene.
Yeah, but I think sometimes lack of knowledge is what kills us.
That's true.
We don't talk about everything. And it's like you operating in a lie, because you got all these people pointing their fingers at you. And this is why they're scared to tell their story, because you're being so judgmental. And I feel like that's where we're losing it. We're getting on the judgment side. And think about it. Jesus ran with folk that didn't always do what you would think a good Christian would do. You got Peter. Peter, the prime example. Peter would cut you, and then talk about, you better love Jesus.
I'm Peter.
Yeah, I'm Peter of the month. Mm-hmm. Yep, and I tell everybody, you need a Peter on your team. Somebody that will cut you, and then talk about, I still love you.
Right. Will cuss you, cut you, and tell you that, yes, I still love you, and Jesus too.
With a smile. And and I told somebody that, I said, when I recommend you, and then let's jump right into that, because we're all business owners. We're all in this to win it. We're all in this to share with other women and to lift them up on their way to the prosperity that they want and to their life in entrepreneurship. But when you recommend somebody, what do you tell them when you recommend somebody?
I know this person for a very long time. They're real blunt. But they're going to give you the honest truth, and I can recommend this person because I've known how they work and I know I know their credentials. They're just not going to play with you or make you waste your money and your time. So you have to, that comes with the good and the bad, like they're going to give you their opinion. You can either take it or leave it, but I'm just sending you in the right direction.
Yep. What about you, Candy?
I don't really recommend a lot of people, but I can tell you what they say about me. I know Pixie will tell people, when they looking for a coach, and they looking for my coaching, then she'll tell them that Candy is the truth. Candy is not gonna cut no corners. Candy will get in your behind. You know what I'm saying? But you will get where you need to go if you choose her for your coach. But you got to be ready for her. For me, I do actually recommend people for different services and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And for that, I always use what it is they have done for me. So if I've used their services, then yes, I'll recommend it. Or if I've seen someone else that has used their services and I've seen that, you know, they have good quality services, then I recommend them. But other than that, I don't recommend, because I have to know for sure that you can do what the person is looking for before I open my mouth and put my name on you. Because the thing that people got to understand is when you recommend somebody, that's a reflection of you. So that's why I'm very stingy about who I recommend, because when I say that I recommend you, that means you top notch. Because I don't want any of my people to get somebody that's not going to do what it is that we really need to have done.
And that's facts. And I normally tell people, especially if I recommend them to somebody, like if I recommend them to work with somebody, I tell them up front, don't embarrass me, because if you do, you only get one time.
Yeah.
And if you mess that one time up, you get no more, because I'm putting my credentials on the line when I recommend you to somebody I know that can help you go to that next level. Because, and it's not even a crab in the bucket kind of situation. I'm here. I love network. I feel like I'm the connector, because now if I hear somebody that say, "Ooh, I want to get an outfit like my daughter," I'm be like, "Oh, I know somebody. Let me connect y'all." But then Tara gonna inbox me, "Why you send me this client? She ain't even paying her bills, or she hard to work with." And then I'm looking like, so guess what I'm doing? Look at here.
Exactly.
But and I think that's the fear that we have about recommending either somebody's services or somebody to get a service from somebody that we know. So that to me is a real challenge. And I guess I got to throw another question over to Tara. What motivated you to start this fashion line?
I've always been into fashion, always, since middle school. I've been into fashion. I always win like best dress, even when we had to wear uniforms. I was just, doing something. I'm still trying to set myself aside from everybody else, trying to be a little bit more outspoken with my clothes, if you can say. So it's just been something that's in my spirit, let me tell you. So it just carried on. And when I had my daughter, it was just another way for me to, I guess, separate myself from other moms, even though I was already different because I was a young mom. But I just always had that in me. And then also my kids are like that too. So maybe it's just, I don't know, something that my mom was also a fashionista as well. To this day, she's like 60 something and she has it all together. And I'm like, she still looks good for her age. You would never guess. But she has it as well.
Well, is she the hat lady? She got to have the hat to suit the person.
Yeah. She's a young grandma that, she's not grandma. You don't call her grandma, you call her Nana, because she don't want to be, granny. She don't want to be that. Yeah, she's hip.
Funny. Yeah, because my mama's still baby. My mama is old school fashionista. Baby, she had the hat, the suit, the handbag, and the shoes, and it all got to match.
Yes.
If she would go to the boutique, girl, I'm going to the boutique.
Exactly.
Put my stuff on layaway, and I want you to go get it out. We like, okay, we'll do that. We can do this. So we thinking that we only gonna pay half of this, and this girl only put $20 down, talking about go get her $500 layaway. Like,
your mama something into my mama.
That part, all of that. That's because that's that old school church, honey, would show up with that hat, and you'd be like, "Where you going?" Who do you design for? Women of all sizes and shapes, or just one particular area, or what do you do?
So I cater to, of course, mom, but extra small to 2X. It's mostly with my shirts, like my mom shirts that are those particular sizes. I just came out with the Mommy and Me Duster. I think that goes up to 3X. Like, it's a range. It starts from typically extra small, sometimes small, to extra large 2X and sometimes 3X. So
I can't do none of them because I ain't nobody's mama. So that's Candy got all the children. She can do the mommy and me situation.
So we got the auntie shirts, auntie life shirts. We have we're working on the dog moms because that's a whole nother plethora of women I didn't even know that, you know, actually wore shirts. And the auntie, the grandma, what you call the glam mom, and the doula.
I definitely want an auntie shirt because I'm the auntie with the mostest.
Okay.
Comes in and messes. When you don't do what you're supposed to do, you get $5 gift cards for Christmas.
Every time we come out with a shirt, they was like, "Can we get that in auntie?" I'm like, "Lord, okay, we can do that in auntie."
I mean, y'all forget about, you know what? And that's the funny part. And I always tell everybody, I say, y'all forget about those of us that have not been married or have children. There's more of us out here than people want to admit. And so they forget that we still probably got nieces and nephews, and we can't buy nothing and say, I'm the greatest auntie in the world, or this auntie rocks.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to tap on, because there's a lot of women out there who don't like kids. They was like, I don't want no kids. I can borrow yours and send them back. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's a whole new realm that we have to tap into, because they want those shirts. They want to support. And it's a lot of them that actually buy, like, say, for instance, their sister's a first-time mom and they know they don't want any kids. And so they support them. Like, usually a lot of our shirts are gifted to moms. So it's not like they're buying it, the moms are buying it for themselves. It's a lot of the family or the friends who are purchasing it for the mom. So that's
I got an idea for a shirt. Children are like libraries. This is going to be the auntie code. Children are like libraries. We can check them out and send them back and check them back in.
That's a good one.
I cannot with you.
The baby's names on Little Johnny, Little Ronnie. Yeah, just check them out, check them back in.
Oh my God.
Let's pray. Let us pray.
Well, let's turn this up.
Tell, bro.
Yes.
So what you got, Miss Candy with a K?
Hey, I want some of them auntie shirts, because yes, I am a mom, but my children are grown, so them mommy and me shirts don't work for me, because I ain't got them itty bitty kids no more. But I have no grandkids. I have grand dogs, so that's something else to think about. My daughter is one of those. She's one of those dog moms. You know what I'm saying? So I have grand dogs. I do not have grandchildren. I have grand dogs. So we can have Snow. I am the grandma of Snow. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So I definitely need to check you out about that. I'm gonna send you some tips on stuff that I need. How about that? Just tips on stuff that I need.
Okay.
That's right. Glam mom.
I definitely will. Yes,
Okay.
Glam mom. We have a Glam mom shirt, because my mom she wanted Glam mom. So, but they call her Nana. We definitely need to come out with some Nanas and Gigi shirts, because a lot of them are.
And now is like everywhere now. Now I think my mama, they call her Gamal. Now I'm not even sure if that's a word. It's Gamal. Now Gamal. Now it's Gamal. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've never heard of that one. And where is she from?
Girl, we from Texas. I'm originally from Houston, and that's what my nephew was the first one, and his thing out of his mouth was Gamal, and it has been Gamal for the past 30 years. So it's over.
Mm-hmm. The first grandbaby is what's gonna set it aside from everybody. Call her Sugar Mama. It sticks with everybody. Everybody call her Sugar Mama. Yeah.
Hey, that's one. I like it.
I've been Sugar Mama.
Sugar Mama, yeah.
And I made sure I had the gray wig and everything. Talk about this Sugar Mama baby.
That's my favorite one, Sugar Mama.
Yep. Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, y'all, you know what? We got so much good stuff going on. And, I'm so excited, because I really don't even know how to even talk about 2021. So Tara, what's one thing you got launching in 2021?
So beyond Whittle Toes, I also have a book that I have wrote for my second daughter. It's called Whittle Penelope. It's out on Amazon, but I'm trying to branch out to, it's going to be the second edition of the book. So I'm hoping to finish writing that and have that published. It's a children's book. But I also have a second business with my sisters. It's called Sprinkle Your Lawn. It's a birthday card signage for the front yard when you have celebrations of such. We have that. So we're trying to expand that. So if you know anybody who's having a birthday or whatever type of celebration, please look at sprinkleyourlawn.com because we're growing and it's doing amazing within the short 3 months that we've been up and running. So
wow,
I got my hands.
Pause. And you said 3 months in the middle of a pandemic.
Yes.
So, okay, so I got to say this. So what do you tell the people that say that they could not produce during this time?
Look, the words of encouragement that I got when I was in grad school, somebody had told me it's harder for you to give up than it is. I mean, it's easier for you to give up than it is to work for it. So if you want it that bad, you go get it. And you have to get up every day with the mindset that you're gonna get it. And once you give up in your mind that you don't, or you're not gonna get it, then that's when your body checks out, the energy checks out. So if you write it down, if you're constantly praying about it, if you put it on your vision board or whatever you have, your affirmations or whatever, if that keeps coming up, just go after it. In the middle of the pandemic, when you're broke, when you're lonely, I started Whittle Toes with nothing. I literally quit my job because I fell when I was pregnant and I had no money and I had to start with what I had. If I had one product, I started with one product and then it grew to 2 products and it just kept going. In the middle of the pandemic, I've seen so many people buy houses and cars and it kind of motivated me to, okay, what's next? And this is something that we've been wanting to do. And so I was like, it's either now or never, so let's step out on faith and do it. And we started that business and it's been successful in the middle of pandemics. Everybody's at home right now. So they're not leaving anywhere. So we could come to you, do it in front of your yard. You still get to celebrate. People are having birthday parades, graduations parades. And so they have these cute signs in front of their house or at the park or wherever you have your celebration. So I just want to encourage women to, go after what you want. My husband, who works a full 9-to-5 job, just started a vending machine business because he was so encouraged by what the people around him were doing. Somebody who does something every day, he's still making money without having to do much. Like he's a salesman, but he was scared to just walk in the realm of entrepreneurship. So he found something that he doesn't have to be too hands-on or don't have to overly sell, So that's why I'm like, find your niche and then go with it.
I like it because, it's hard out here, but, you said something key that you have to keep going. And believe it or not, we just finished two sessions back to back. One was 21 days of prayer and meditation. And the other one was Habakkuk 2:2 to write the vision, make it plain, and execute. And you have just basically said everything that's so similar to the premises of what we were studying and doing for these past couple of workshops. And I think some people don't know or don't understand the importance of writing it down. What does writing it down mean to you?
Every year for the past, we've been in my house 6 years, maybe the past 7 years, I've been writing it down. And it's nothing but God and his grace that I'm able to cross off on my vision board at least 85% of what I wrote down, because I know what I want to, either if it's a bucket list or just a small little adjustment, just writing it down praying over it. I used to have like a little prayer box that I write down something, put it in there, pray over it. At the end of the year, I go back to that prayer box and just open up those things and see that, wow, I manifested that, or I accomplished that. Not even knowing that this was 12 months ago that I forgot I even did that. Like it was nobody but God for me to be like, I don't touch it. Once I put it in the prayer box, I don't touch it towards the end of the year. And to see all those things manifest without even me consciously knowing that I wrote that down, because, you just lose track of what it is so important. I used to have the planners, and I used to go back and look at all the stuff that I used to write down in my planner, and then at the end of the year, go back and look at each month and see, wow, like I was really doing it because I put my mind to it. And those goals are so important to write down. Not just write down, but also pray over it and keep going at it. You might fail, at least you tried, but get back up and do something else, or get back up and keep going. I've been in business with Whittle Toes for coming on 5 years. And it has not been a smooth transaction. It has not. It's been a whole month that I didn't make like no sales. And I'm like, I have to try something different. But that's what I'm doing. I'm trying something different. And it's just keep going and keep being consistent and persistent. That this year, in the middle of a pandemic, I made the most sales that I have in the whole almost 5 years that I've been in business, which is so bizarre. But I'm like, it's nobody but God.
I totally get it.
Right.
I totally get it.
Just jumping in on, right. But just jumping in on what she was saying, at the end of the day, 90% of the people that write something down achieve it. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing that you need to remember. Always write it down. People always talking about you can use the app. You can use the app, but writing it down makes it plain, and it makes it something that you see, which means you're more apt to actually do it. Yeah. So writing it down actually puts you in a position to be successful. So what we did with KDCP, we wrote it down. What is it that we want to do? We actually writing it down, we made it plain, and we already seeing that. People always talking about, people ain't buying nothing in the pandemic. I'm here to tell you that is a lie. You know what I'm saying? I lost my job last year. I didn't have any income. And now I can actually completely sustain myself within the pandemic. I'm almost back to where I was at. You know what I'm saying? On my own business, not somebody else's business. You creating your own business puts you in the positions to forever be able to have income. Not just for you, but for your children, your children's children, the dog, the cat, and all of the rest of them. But you have to put it out there and start doing something. Don't let other people. Now, this is the biggest tip that I can give all of you. Stop listening to other people when they tell you cannot do something, because majority of people that telling you that you cannot do it is because they cannot fathom what it is that you're trying to do.
That's true.
When you are trying to be a business owner, people that are around you, unless they are a business owner, they cannot fathom what it is that you are trying to do, and they're going to keep discouraging you. And the sad part about it is they think they're helping you. They're not doing it intentionally, but listening to that negativity will stop you from accomplishing your dreams. Get out here, figure it out, write it down, make it plain, and make it work.
All of that. And just know that prayer box, Church Girl CEO, will be having one. So know that we have probably stolen your idea.
Go ahead. I'm always
jazzy though.
I'm always here for it. Even with my vision board, thank you. Even with my vision board, I'm so OCD about certain things, just certain things. Like, so I like to break it down. Like, okay, on my vision board, in this category, this is going to be Whittle Toes. This is going to be my business, how I want to grow that. In the middle is me and God. So I align like how I want to grow with him, how I want my relationship with him. Like, I write that down. Over here is my family, my husband, traveling. So it's like little areas, because when you're doing a vision board, you want to make it look cute, but you're not really thinking about how can you grow in each part of your life. You know what I mean? So breaking it down like that also helps keep some balance and also some order and, you know, just making sure you're not missing anything that you could accomplish in the next year because you're just trying to make it look cute, or you probably just forgot something. Even in the middle of the year, if you think of something that you feel like, oh, I should write that down, put that on your vision board, because that could easily come. It's something that I wrote in the middle of July, and was able to accomplish it in October. That was the business. And we did that in a short period of time because we all had the same vision. We all had, of course, a little bit of funds to help put in. Of course, when you have more people to do it, you know, the outcome comes out a little bit more greater. And then we're also all aligned, you know, because we all had one goal, and that was to have my mom quit her job so she can do this full time. And because she has never had a business. So we're making the transition for her to be able to quit her job, and this can be her business.
I love it. I love it. Madonna said, fall forward. I'm sorry, fall or fail. Fail forward, but don't quit. Oh, yes, most definitely. She also said, congratulations, Tara. And you know, and she said, make a plan, make a plan and make it work. Yes, Candy, most definitely. And you know, that is the key to all of this, is to make a plan. Because Candy also said something too. With KDCP, we really, can I tell you, we prayed about it and we activated it in less than 60 days. Am I correct? So we're launching a whole network, and we got this together in 60 days and getting ready to have our first launch meeting for people that want to start their own shows. You know, so when you start to write that thing down, this is not the season to wait. What do you tell people that's procrastinating and waiting? That's from either one of y'all can jump on that one.
Don't do it. Real simple. Real simple. Don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are scared. Don't get me wrong. It's been plenty of times I was scared. The procrastination is going to get the best of you. Sometimes if you have something and you like, oh, you know, I'm going to sleep on it. If it doesn't keep coming back to you, if it doesn't get you up out of your sleep, then it's probably something that you probably should put on the back burner. But if it keeps waking you up, you keep having thoughts about it, you know, something in your spirit tells you to keep moving on, then just, you know, go ahead and do it. But I wouldn't take my time on a good idea.
Find your why.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Find your why. Once you figure out what your why is, that's gonna catapult you to wherever you need to be. If you just heard her, she said their why was to get their mom from working. That's a strong why. When your why is strong, it's gonna take you where you need to go, because you're trying to accomplish that.
Yeah.
So as long as you have a why, I don't care if the why ain't nothing but what my why was at the beginning of last year. My why, I'm gonna tell you what my why was: pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? Real simple. Now, granted, that why changed, but at the end of the day, that's what it started with. So even if it's just something simple like that, whatever your why is, use that to catapult you to your next level.
And the other piece of their why, just be ready for that why to change and to evolve. Because when that why changes and evolve, don't be scared of it. Jump on it. Because my why has definitely changed and evolved, because all I was worried about was having a show. Can I say that one more again? Having just a show. All I wanted to do was to come on and say, hello, everybody, and welcome to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. And I was good. Now we talking about, hey, we got KDCP Network. It's a 2021, a whole network. Exactly. And yeah, what? Where they do that at? How you go from just trying to get the show expanded to now you got a whole network? So guys, and trust and believe, we not saying this to brag, because we ain't don't think this is pretty. Don't think that is easy. But what we're saying this is that you can do it too. Don't be afraid to make the leap. And please don't let finances be the thing that holds you back, because you would be amazed that if you just ask somebody, you can figure it out. I'm just going to throw it out here. If you want a show on KDCP and it costs $700, and I don't even know how much it costs. So don't hold me to this. This is just an example. You know, you got 7 people you can go get $100 from, or 14 people you can go get 50. Probably need to find 14 people that you can get 50 from, because you can easily tell somebody, I ain't paying you this $50 back. I just need it.
Yeah.
Right now, you can't tell folks you need 100 to take you back. You can tell 50. 50 is about that lane. But stop making excuses about not having the finances to invest in yourself to go to the next level. Because just like you said, y'all pulled money together to help your mom come up off that job. You pulled, that means y'all had to come together. Y'all had to agree. And that's the same thing we saying too about KDCP. We had to come, we had to come together. Technically, we have not all been in the same, not just go ahead and go there. We have not all been in the same room together. Literally everything has been virtual. So don't sit up and say what you can't do. Well, we can't meet. We can't see. That's dead. Because we here to prove that fact. And that's what I really want the people tonight to leave with, that you got to work together and you got to do what you have to do. Angela Tate said, writing it down, connect to your brain and your vision. That's it. That's it right there. That's old school right there. Because, you know, your teacher said, take them notes, baby. Take them notes. Because when you write it down, it goes into your brain and makes it stick there. That is so true. And ladies, y'all, we have been on the show for over an hour. That was not the plan. That is not what I told Tara when she signed on. I said, we're going to be 45 minutes. You know.
I'm sorry.
That's what the show's supposed to be. But you know, when folks want to just show up uninvited and take over, and then you got technology issues, and we still keeping it going. And I'm like, Lord, have mercy. But you know, that is it. I'm sorry. And then Angela said, make a way, not excuses. My quote. Yes. That is, you know, that is all. That is a great quote to end the show. Make a way and not an excuse. That's it. And y'all know what my favorite is, because I shared it already. Because that's gonna be what anybody that come to me, I'm be honest with you. You work with me next year, I'm just being honest. You come thinking you're gonna work with me and you got all these excuses, baby, I'm going off, because excuses feed procrastination, and procrastination is the killer of your success. You can't succeed if all you're doing is procrastinating and making excuses. You can't do it. You can't make, because there's no, right now, we in a realm of there are no excuses. You can't say you can't get there because all you got to do is get a Google. You can't, you can even do Google Meets and you can still get to what you need. But all right, guys, we're getting ready to close out this show. So Tara, the floor is yours. If you could give one word of motivation to the people, and then tell them how they can find you on social media.
One word? Or
more than one word.
Okay, I would just say, give your cares over to God in this time, because I know a lot is going on. People are losing family members. They are losing houses. You know, the money is not there financially. Just give your cares to Him and watch Him transform or let go of those burdens that you're having on you, and you know, you'll feel renewed and, you know, relieved. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, team TEAM _ Tara TERRA. You can follow my business, Whittle Toes, WIDDLETOES, on Instagram and Facebook. And then also Sprinkle Your Lawn is our signage business that we can cater to your lawn. That's on Instagram as well.
That is awesome. Now I got a question. Do y'all do apartments too? Because you know, some of us still living in an apartment, because I had to get there because I wasn't shoveling no snow.
No, we don't do apartments, but we do clubhouses if you have it at a clubhouse or a park, because of certain permits that you have to have. We can't do it at apartments, but we can do clubhouses, we can do parks, and if you want to do it at a relative house, we can definitely go there too.
Awesome. Well, Candy, what you gonna tell the people to end the show with?
What I'm gonna tell you, you were made in His image, which means that You are Neo. Once you start believing in yourself, which means that you believe in him, that you can achieve everything that it is that you want to do. Okay, so the first part is believe in him, because by you being made in his image, you can accomplish all things. I am your girl, Candy with an E. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Everything is Candy Enterprises. Is Kandie. Don't forget the E. And holler at me when you follow me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, y'all, not waiting for 2021. I am launching the new website for DeborahFranklinPublishing.com. So anything that you need to know about publishing your book, it is ready. It is up. You can go in and click, guys, set up a meeting. And I want to talk to you because, y'all, it's going to be fire for 2021. So just in case you didn't know what was happening, let me remind you. And for those that don't know, I also need to share one other thing, because some of y'all forget that I am an author and a speaker and a coach, and we are booking for 2021. I'm just trying to tell you, baby, we booking for 2021. And trust and believe, when them stages open up for real, I am there. Y'all, I have definitely missed getting out and meeting and greeting the people live. It's been fun. It's been cool to do it via Zoom, via Skype, via everything that we've been using. But I cannot wait to be able to go out and talk to the people and really get to know the people. But we are booking for 2021. We also have, I got to give some church girl, y'all know this is the new thing for Church Girl CEO. I had to give the church girl announcements. I think I do. I may not. Yeah, here we go. We got one. Y'all, Church Girl CEO, got to get ready to start nominating your ladies for Celebrate a Sister. Celebrate a Sister nominees for those that want to celebrate women from all walks of life, whatever they have done for you. So be on the lookout for that link coming in 2021. And also, we got the Church Girl CEO Academy launching in 2021 as well. Y'all ain't ready. 2021 gonna be fire. Well, all right, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. I love you to life, but most of all, ain't nothing you can do about it. So we'll holler at you later. Peace.